Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. We got a lot of Britney news today. There's a big hearing, and Big Jamie was just eviscerated in court documents, and we're going to go through them later today on a live. There's so much to get through. If you didn't watch my last video about Jamie Lynn Spears, her sister getting served, cease and desist, threatening legal action over her book from Britney herself and Rosengart, you're going to want to go check out my first video. If you're not getting my videos in your feed, sometimes you got to check the channel page itself. Just go to popcornplanet.com, or best, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button. Even though you do this, it's the best way to get it. Still doesn't always get in your feed, so leave a comment, smash the like, help the algorithm. Always just check the homepage when you can, because we got a lot to give you guys today. All right, so as I told you before, yes, they filed a cease and desist. Britney did some slaying comments on Instagram about Jamie. Oh, but things have gotten so much worse for Jamie Lynn Spears. So we're going to go through this in so much more depth. I just needed more time. I've been reading it since last night. We're going to go through a lot of this document on the live. Big Jamie Spears, her father, is in so much trouble, guys. Anybody out there keeps trying to do this narrative that Britney's crazy, erratic? No, don't have it. Don't accept it. It's not right. Her family are criminals. And they brought in a special FBI agent, Miss Shireen Abadi. Sorry if I didn't say that right. But my God, who is this person? Well, she sounds amazing. She's a special agent at the Federal Bureau. She's worked corruption cases more than 10 years. So much experience analyzing things. She worked for former FBI Director Robert Mueller to serve special counsel's office. She's did huge cases, the Paul Manafort case against Donald Trump and so many other things. Regardless, this woman is legit. And they brought her in to go through all of the things. And what do we have here? Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn hasn't taken any money from Britney, but maybe we should ask if her husband, Jamie, I know it's so gross, if her husband, Jamie, took any money, because he has now been implicated in taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Britney's estate. Just when you think she couldn't sink any lower. Well, it was for work. Okay, well, let's see here. The filing claim, Mr. Spears, Jamie, Big Jamie, let's call him that so you won't get confused on all these Jamies. Big Jamie is the dad. Big Jamie engaged in self-dealing as conservator when he sold Britney's childhood home to himself. Well, don't worry, we'll go through all that too. It also said Mr. Spears had paid for his living expenses with his daughter's funds, including close to $9,000 paid to Advanced Multimedia Partners. Now, who's that? Well, that's a business entity owned by James P. Watson III, husband of Big Jamie's daughter, Jamie Lynn Spears. Oh my God. Gets deeper. Ms. Abadi, the FBI agent, also noted that Big Jamie paid costs of $1.5 million related to upkeep of Britney's property in Louisiana, 2 to 3 times the value of the house, and evaded a question raised by the court as to the extraordinarily high expenses. She stated that more than $178,000 of the $1.5 million spent on the residence was paid to Advanced Multimedia Partners. James P. Watson, Jamie Lynn's husband. Even the court has now said this was exorbitantly high. What's going on? Explain these costs. What's going on? Like, when you have the court who's been so corrupt and not paying attention to anything, even they're like, guys, are you overspending on this one? Because you are. And it was to Jamie Lynn's husband. Guys, this is just the stuff they're able to get, because as I've gone through these documents, and I call out, I always love to say, noted Your Honor, your best place on Twitter to get all the documents and breakdowns. Thank you for all your work you do on Twitter, Your Honor. But got the documents from them, and I've been going through it, and we're going to go through this document in full, because this document from the FBI agent is just shocking. This is now a third-party expert, special former FBI special agent, to come in to like check all the work, to be like, is this real? She went and talked to all the witnesses, especially the guy from Black Box Security, who has provided all the evidence and testimony that Big Jamie was, illegally following and Dude, it's even more intense than we thought. It's even more intense. And this is just what we know from that, because Big Jamie and TriStar, Lou Taylor, they're not answering questions. They're not giving actual stuff. They're probably shredding right now. Let me put my speculation. I got to be careful. They're very litigious. But they're probably shredding stuff right now. They're doing everything in their power to avoid all of this. And so it's crazy, but I had to point this out because Jamie Lynn's out there and I'm a victim. I'm not blah, blah, blah. I don't take a dime from my sister. You got some splaining to do, girl. You got some splaining to do. I didn't. Well, he worked for my dad, so I didn't know. I can't wait to see the backpedaling on this one. What do you mean? He did work for Daddy, and yeah, of course he should get paid. That's the mindset of these crazy people. The conservatorship was never to help Britney. It was this hybrid model, as they called it, which is absurd. Guys, they called this conservatorship for Britney's health a hybrid business model. It was a business. This wasn't to protect her. This wasn't because she was erratic and having episodes, Jamie Lynn. This was all so you could survive. And just when you think it can't get worse, Sam Lutfi, who again I will defend now, and I think there's now like written documents that prove Sam was trying to end the conservatorship and the family was doing everything they could to stop it, claiming he was problematic to Britney for trying to take her out of this good thing that the family was putting her in. And now Sam, good on Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on the show, Sam. It's about right. We give you the redemption tour you so deserve. And I'd love to talk to you. Not a lot of people were coming to your fence, even in the beginning of all this. I've always had his back on this. And I'm grateful for his words here. Sam says, in 2017, 2018, when I spoke to both Jamie Lynn and James Watson, I offered all the legal financial help possible to help them help free Britney. Even tried convincing James Watson for over an hour on the phone to help dissolve the conservatorship. They were all adamant Britney deserved to be in one. The only one I felt may have agreed with me was Lynn, her mom, ironically, but that was short-lived. Jamie Lynn was a staunch advocate of her dad's and the conservatorship. Jamie Lynn yelled at me, and not in a million years will her sister be free. I wanted no involvement in any of it. I knew because Britney was suffering and needed help. There was no one else to turn to that could help. However, it was very apparent that Sam and Cade had plans in motion because the family accused me of working with them. That's when I realized that someone on the inside was doing something. The restraining order against me that year was on the basis that I was attempting to undermine the conservatorship, and Jamie Lynn, and James Watson all contributed their texts from me and their declarations that state clearly that I offered them help to free her and how strongly they supported the conservatorship. So all that's going to come to bite them in the ass. They were all about it. Jamie Lynn's out there. I took myself out of the situation. I had no idea. I wasn't even paying attention to any of it. I have no idea. I was just a kid. That's how Jamie Lynn does it. It's a book of contradictions is what that whole book is. She's always, whenever it suits her, she's not there. When it does, she remembers everything explicitly. My family was loving and it was great, and then it wasn't. It's crazy. She's erratic. She literally can't even make up her own mind. Jamie Lynn is the worst witness ever, most unreliable lying witness ever, because she's an egomaniac narcissist who has no empathy for her sister whatsoever. And I believe every word that Sam's saying here, that she wanted her in that conservatorship. They also claim that Britney wanted the conservatorship and didn't want me or anyone to help dissolve this hybrid model of a conservatorship. They accused me, rightfully so, of starting the Free Britney movement because of my non-stop attempts at trying to free Britney since 2008. #believe Britney. Guys, it's just getting sicker and sicker as this unfolds, but hopefully we will start to get some answers. And just one little fun thing to end on here, the book reviews are starting to come in on Amazon, and there's a few, trying to read the book before considering feedback. A lot of damage control from TriStar, clearly, but a lot of other real reviews. Fictional book, just lies, how to be a grifter for dummies, reviews can't be turned off, lies in poor taste. The real title is Things I Shouldn't Say, Book of Lies of Family Not Figuring Out. From the beginning of the book seems so disconnected from the words on the page. The person you hear in interviews and read on social media doesn't align with the words written in the book. So here you have people who actually read the book, who read the book and are still giving bad reviews. It's all to fit her narrative, fake, lame, fiction masquerading as truth, poorly written falsehoods, pretending to be biographical. Jamie Lynn is being exploited by her business management. That I do believe. Jamie Lynn, Now's the time, Jamie Lynn. Can we all plead, I will take the venom away, Jamie Lynn, if you stop being so venomous and you start opening up your eyes. I just don't know if you're capable of it. You seem so dim. I'm sorry. How do you not look at your friend Lou Taylor? Is it because she has access and giving you money is what my guess is? How do you not look and say, something's up? You are on the wrong side of history, girl. Your family's going to see it later, too. And you can keep vilifying Britney all you want for putting this target on you. You put it there. You're the one who's been playing defense and thought this was the time to write a book as Britney's trying to find out who's behind it all. And with you out there arguing and telling her to just call me and stop making this public, it's embarrassing. You're the one who looks embarrassing. Now you look complicit. I didn't even think you were complicit as much as I did until I saw this. And girl, you are the one who better stop talking because this is indeed embarrassing. We got so much more to go through, so you're not going to miss it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below to help the engagement. We are going to go live later today, so make sure you hit that subscribe to cover all the documents that are coming in. So much stuff is coming in today. Thank you guys for watching all these videos, and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.